The fun part? He doesn't know I'm coming. Okay, I see him. Hope he doesn't spot me. I wore normal clothes so he couldn't pick me out easily. There, he's over there. The youth of the hobby certainly is the future of it as well, isn't it? Here's a prime example. I was 7 years old when I unboxed my first aquatic animals. 28 years ago, I got 4 turtles and I couldn't have been more excited. Truth be told, I'm still as excited when I unbox fish to this day, but that's only half of the point of today's video. You see, it was only 12 years later that I would meet my future wife, and she would get me into the hobby, and it would do 2 things for me. 1, it would change my life forever. 2, it would also save my life during a dark time that I was going through. And I've mentioned this several times in the past, and I think that it's kind of touched base with many of you. I can't even describe how many people have messaged me saying that my videos help them through stress, anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and the hobby in general does that for them. I think in large, the hobby means so much more to some people than it does to others. Some people just enjoy the hobby. It's very relaxing, very zen, and to others, it's a place of refuge. It's a calming hobby to be involved in, something to take your mind off of things. And for me, that's what it's always been. So with the focus of today's video kind of being the future of the hobby is our youth, completely. Of course, look at me now. At 7 years old, nobody would have been able to tell me that in just a few years, you'll have hundreds of thousands of people watching you share your hobby with them. The second thing being that the hobby can take your mind off things, and it means so much more to some people. With that said, I got a message last week, and it went a little something like this. I'm going to summarize and leave out some of the details, but there's a young man in town by the name of Sam. He's only 14 years old, and just a couple of months ago, he lost his older brother in a tragic accident. They're wondering if I would be willing to meet up with him and possibly bring a little joy into his life right now. Absolutely. So I thought, hey, let me pick him up from school and we'll spend some time together. The fun part? He doesn't know I'm coming. Okay, so I'm here. His mother sent me a picture of him so I know his name and what he looks like. Let's hope I get the right kid. Okay, I see him. Hope he doesn't spot me. I wore normal clothes so he couldn't pick me out easily. There, he's over there. I'm looking for a Sam.
Right here. Sam.
Hey, buddy.
Nuh-uh.
I heard you're a fan and you could use some cheering up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? What's up, buddy?
Holy man. I can't believe it.
Nice to meet you, buddy.
No way.
So here's the plan. We are gonna go get something to eat and then we're gonna take you to the gallery.
Oh, no.
Yeah? Alright.
Oh.
Thanks, guys.
No way. Dude, I've been watching you forever. Holy.
You got your own fish tanks, do you?
Yep.
Awesome.
I got a 10 gallon, a 30 gallon, and a 375 gallons.
Wow.
Mom. That's awesome. Yes. I seen him get out of the car and I was like, oh.
Well, we ate. You full?
Yeah.
You ready for this? Ready to go in the gallery?
Oh yeah. The driftwood, man.
Oh, it's everywhere. Give it over here. Look it over on this side here. Manzanita.
Oh man. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Holy, that is crazy. Oh my gosh. Holy. I never thought it would look like this in real life.
Is it better or worse?
That's way better than I thought. Man. Those arowana look awesome. Holy. That looks so cool. Look at that thing. Those ones. Look, it's coming over. It's cool. It's black diamonds. Oh yeah, there's nothing right there. 3 of them, 4 of them.
Does all this look familiar to you?
Every day, yeah. He's like a foot. How long have you had him for?
I don't know. A few months or maybe a year. I'm not sure.
Man, good flip. Oh, there's a big body shirt. That's awesome. Where'd you get him? Is that the one from One Fish, Two Fish?
Yep.
That's what mine will look like?
Yours will eventually look like that if you got an ornate.
You don't have all the fish back in here yet.
No. Still got a bunch of quarantine that gotta go in there.
Look at that. Man, look at all that have moss?
Yeah, there's a lot. Just made a video on that today.
Did you have moss?
Yeah, I ruined that tank. It's a mess. Yeah, the 2000 is definitely my favorite. What's your favorite?
The Cyclops.
Alright, man, we should get going. Before we go, I got you a few things. One, you look like me now. With buddy on the back. And, told you I like that phone, right? It's all projects you can do. You want to do-it-yourself handbook, do-it-yourself squares, sign, right? Oh, the shirt sign too. Sign, book. There's money in here. So you go to that store, yeah, so you can get yourself some new fish. Alright?
Thanks. Can I shake your hand?
Of course, then.
Thanks.
I'll make a deal with you. You're allowed back under 3 conditions.
Okay.
1,
I'll do anything.
you increase your grades at school.
Okay.
2, stay out of trouble.
Yep.
3, respect your mother.
Alright. Okay.
And you're welcome back anytime. Deal?
Yeah, deal.
Alright, so you gotta shake on it.
I'll
Alright,
shake.
man.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
This means way too much. Totally.
Now I have to admit I contemplated making this video several times. I didn't know if I would show it or not. I don't want it to come across the wrong way. However, this isn't the first time I've done these things. Outside of YouTube, I don't just make 3 videos a week. I take my position in the hobby entirely seriously. And I know that these little things mean so much more to people than they do to me. A few hours of my time is nothing compared to, you know, what it could mean to somebody else. With that said, I wish I would have filmed this, but I didn't. Beans tank, empty right now. You see, just a couple of weeks ago, I had an even younger fan come over and we toured the gallery. And when he seen Beans and he interacted with Beans, my heart broke. And I knew that Beans would be in such great hands and bring this little guy so much more joy. So I decided to hook him up with a setup and Beans, and Beans is now being treated like royalty in his new home. So I guess in conclusion, I just would like to say that there's no greater resource in this hobby than our youth right now. And of course, you know, I think it's a good idea to always kind of take a step back and realize that the aquarium hobby means so much more to some people, and it truly is changing lives, and I couldn't be more proud to be a part of something like this on a continuous basis, and to be able to have this platform like I do, to be able to share these stories. With that said, I would love to know what the hobby means to you, what it does for you, or you know, how you got into the hobby, why you got into it, and so forth. So leave me your story in the comment section below.